aren't always born from trophies, but are born out from schools ascending to new heights at the same time and finding the other guy standing in the way of their ultimate goal. It's time to find out who's going to get run over this time. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on another SEC rival, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Gators will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll go to the ground. They start the afternoon with a run, and it goes nowhere.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get him in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun, go get the quarterback.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. Intercepted in the first drive, ends with a pick. He couldn't quite get loose on that return. He'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The give to the tailback. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Dances away to buy time. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half, and you can all of a sudden see the body language on this defense. It has changed.
Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Gets it out fast. At the 20, he's got space. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
And That's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He caught it. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Gators in the hurry-up. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gator! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum is always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So here is the Tennessee offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll try the run. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. These two, which have so much cross-pollination and legendary games in their history, first played in 1916 with the Vols blanking the Gators in Florida. Tennessee actually won the first 10 meetings, with Florida not getting a W in the series until 1954.
And there was a period of time, Reese, in this rivalry that the game not only had SEC championship implications, but national championship implications, too. Think back to the heyday of this rivalry in the late 90s. Danny Werfel going up against Peyton Manning. We played the Vols, and we had games that were won in overtime. We had games that went down to 2-minute drives. There was so much NFL talent on the field, and it was such a competitive and physical game every single year.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. Here's the pressure. They get to him as he throws. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd downs.
There he goes. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Give to the running back. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
The Vols with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. From the gun, running back gets to give. Across the 25. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, you can see why Rocky Top is so excited about this guy. He's a home run waiting to happen. Not only can he run you over, but he can run around you, too. This is an offense that doesn't only have to throw the football. to win games. They can run it and they can get explosive plays because of this guy's speed and skill set.
Wants to throw on first down. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's not going to take the touchback. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. To put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Just going to keep it after the snap. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Second down coming up.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. A run for the quarterback. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine, but then it's scramble plays, and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
The offense changing the play. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Wide open downfield. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And the Gators have their offense in high gear. Running to the left. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
pick up a 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. It's complete to the left. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's got it on the right. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
With the run on first and goal. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the toss. Next going for the goal line. Touchdown, Florida! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Oklahoma is currently ahead early in this one, but they just haven't been able to really pull that score ahead offensively. They're up by 7 over Auburn. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Offense in a bunch formation. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Shoots it to the left. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on it.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. From the gun, wants to pass.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That defender is lucky on that play because he was beat on that deep route. He's lucky the QB overthrew that play.
So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He's not afraid to go deep. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
You know, outbreaking routes can make some play callers nervous, but not this guy. When you have a quarterback that throws it on time and puts it out in front of his receiver like that, as a coordinator and play caller, you can call that route all day.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
They boot it away. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. Looking to throw on 1st down. Touchdown, Gator! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the big orange offense on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. They'll run play action. Gonna let it fly. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Trying to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Wants to go up top on 1st down. They're working that left side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
4 wide out set, 2 by 2 on 2nd and 5. Quarterback on the keeper. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. The Gators want to move quickly. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Tight end now in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Turning it on! Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
They go to the ground. Powers through. Touchdown, Florida! And they take it in for 6 more points. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
What a day his third rushing touchdown. And when you got your college fantasy football team going, this guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Oklahoma is currently ahead early in this one, but they just haven't been able to pull that schooner away offensively. They're up by 7 over Auburn. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off-play action on first down. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And this big orange offense getting it done in the passing game.
And great execution by the quarterback. And when you think about Tennessee offense, man, when they got their trigger man, and they've had some great ones, Peyton Manning, T. Martin, Hendon Hooker had an unbelievable run. They find that guy, man, their offenses have been so hard to stop.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Lets it fly. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown Volunteers.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Jones. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wants to adjust the pattern. Going right to work up top. Pocket breaking down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Gators want to pick up the tempo. To the air on second down. Unloads it left. He's got it. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Well, that's one the defender would love to have back. Great coverage there in the corner route. That's a 50-50 ball. He just has to do a better job high pointing it at the top. The receiver beat him to the ball and made a big play.
This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. To the air on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. It's Butler. All all the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
First and 10, they're down to the 25. Wants to throw on first down. Unleashes one deep. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Vols!
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jones. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Making side adjustments here. Motion from the wide out. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Showing the arm strength to the left. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Makes the play in the backfield again, and the defense can use a timeout and get the ball back here. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Gators will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. Try to put points on the board right before the half. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds space on the right. On the move at the 30. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They make the stop, but man, oh man, did he almost get a score on the final play of the half. A big game. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. He'll bring it out. It's Jones. Makes a move. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Yeah, and listen, that dude is a dude. I get it. I mean, he's an absolute stud, and I want to find ways to get him the football, but maybe not force feed him in that situation when he's got two guys on him.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. That's caught. It's Wolf. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. Here on 3rd down. Might be changing the route. He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. Just can't lose focus like that. You got to know the snap count. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Got a man. It's Wolf. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down.
Love that throw there. And I remember as a Gator playing against Tennessee, you knew as a quarterback you were going to have to bring your A game to the park because of who was on the other sideline. I played against Peyton Manning, and I played against T. Martin, who won a national championship there. They have a legacy at that position. And this guy for Tennessee, he has a chance to be the next great one.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Makes the grab down the middle. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
And the Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
The Volunteers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Wants to go up top on 1st down. A little release to the back. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Tennessee!
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. Illinois is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Jeff George should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Tulane. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. The hand to the running back. Looking for room at the 40. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
The Gators, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Ticks across the 4-minute mark here in the 3rd. The play action fake. On the move, he fires. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
So here is the Tennessee offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator.
That's a foul on the play. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Oh, man, how about that? You get your first carry, you're so excited, trying to make a difference, trying to make a play, trying to prove yourself, and you coughed it up. That's not a good start. First carry to fumble it, give it to the other team.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Gators racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll move the wide receiver. From the shotgun, the inside kid. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the 1st down.
Now on 1st down from the 40. They'll ride the hot hand. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Here comes the heat. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Defense is all about creating negative plays. And he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off. He takes off and gets a positive gain.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Touchdown, Gator! An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now.
And how about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3 is coming soon.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Breaks into the open. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one up, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Off the bootleg and rolling out. Zings it complete to the right. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
I think one of the most undervalued assets in good quarterback play is the play-action game. Making the run fake honestly and truthfully looking like run. You're fooling the defense, and then you're just making it easier on yourself because you're giving yourself bigger lanes to throw the football in.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for room. It's Butler. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. They'll try to get the first through the air. And they can't make the play on third down.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Off the play fake. Unloads to the right. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Oh, man, that's a big interception late in this game. And listen, I know you're trying to go vertical with the 4 verts, but so did the defense. Great job staying deep, playing the football in the air, and forcing the ginormous turnover.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Dude, talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, 1st down.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Firing to the right, complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Trying to pound their way forward, he picks up a couple to the 31. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Going to sling it on second down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the first down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. Listen, catch the football, understand fourth and short, the situation, and then go get that first down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. New Mexico is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside University Stadium, one of the more fun places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by just 4 to New Mexico State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism.
Snags it down the right side.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Across the 35. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Florida! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Looking to take a shot. Makes the grab on the right. There he goes. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Looking downfield on first down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Touchdown Vols! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. That drive a great example of just how potent this offense can be. 2 plays, 80 yards, give them the touchdown. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Using his feet. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Running game got stuffed on first down, still from their own 25 on 2nd and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass on 2nd down. Catch in the middle gets Wolf. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed to rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Whistle blows, clock stops, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Gators are facing 3rd and inches. Now on the move. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Gators pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Fires to the tight end. Turning it on! A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
They'll try it over the left side. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Off the RPO, complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The Gators come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Timeout called by the defense. 13 seconds to go.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Quarterback making adjustments. The give to the back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Leaves it with the running back. He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be 4th down. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's good. Nailed the game winner from 36 yards out. Guys, that one was a ton of fun to call, and the players, a lot of games sort of wash away in the memory bank. Not that one. That will be an indelible mark in their memory.
I agree, Reese. I think back to my career at Florida, and just the games that stand out the most were always the ones that went down to the wire, whether we lost or whether we won. For this team, this is going to be a good memory moving forward, David, because of how well they played late.
Did you lose more of those or win more of those? I'm just asking for a friend. Tennessee, what happened? Hey, yeah, it's big-time clutch, right? These are the ones that define your seasons, define your careers, and the ones you never forget, those heartbreakers that come down to the last play.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.